Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode. As we are live at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway for the next race of the NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode, race number 13. The Pennzoil 400 is upon us, about to qualify and then get into this race here today. No practice, just going straight into qualifying. We'll show you that on the stream live. And again, welcome to those already tuning in early on. Coming off a win last night in my home state at Mid-Ohio on a road course, our third road course win of the year, already our 9th race win of the season. We'll see if we can go for number 10 here tonight. Like, share, and subscribe. We'll get in to this race.
Let's go.
Why is qualifying like this? I don't know why my car was sitting like that. I've never seen that before, but we are racing. Trevor Grimes, welcome to the stream. I don't know why I was in the car chase cam either. That was also kind of strange. A little bit of a looser setup than normal for qualifying, at least. Schneider's not had the greatest of success on the mile-and-a-half so far this season. A third and a 13th place finish in the only 2 mile-and-a-half so far this year at Kansas and Chicagoland. So third mile-and-a-half race at Vegas here tonight. So far he's got a pretty good lap going. Dark Crypto, welcome to the stream as well. Down to the apron to the start-finish line. Through the tri-oval, 31.018, 11th quickest for Schneider. Full time was a 30.546. And the pole sitter will be Alex Bowman for tonight's race. Ryan Blaney will start outside pole in second. Tyler Burback, welcome to the stream. Did you hear Jimmy Johnson tested yesterday at Texas Motor Speedway IndyCar? He didn't reckon he hit speeds of 214 miles an hour. I did hear about the test. I didn't know it was yesterday, though. I literally saw a thumbnail that he tested from David Land on YouTube, so I knew he tested, but I didn't know like any details on it. I didn't get to check out that video. Alrighty. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. will be the only driver that will drop to the rear of the field for the start of this race here today. And yeah, we should get set for another wild one. Have two crazy finishes, to say the least, in the first 2 mile-and-a-half races this season. We'll see what the third one will bring at Las Vegas this evening. Green flag in the air. Alex Bowman leads the field to the green in the Pennzoil 400. Three wide off the initial start. Quickly getting underneath Kyle Busch, making the pass on him. Underneath Truex, and now Chris Buescher into turn 3 for 8. Byron had to lift out of the gas. Excuse me. Allowing Ryan Newman to get the run up on the high side. Kevin Harvick trying to side draft the 6 of Newman. Hamlin still stuck behind him. Hamlin goes 3 wide now to the inside of Harvick and Newman. And Hamlin got shot out of a cannon. Schneider to the inside of Harvick, Byron to the outside, but 3 wide again down the back straightaway. Ryan Blaney going for the lead underneath Alex Bowman. Harvick gets passed off of turn 4. Schneider clears him for 7th. And Ryan Blaney going to lead lap 2. After Bowman leads lap 1. 80 laps in stage 1, 80 laps in stage 2, 107 laps for the final stage of tonight's race. Kyle Larson fan, welcome to the stream. Look at Logano going 3 wide to the inside underneath Bowman and Newman as well. Bowman sliding backwards, almost 4 wide off the exit of turn 4. Blaney holding on to the lead on the high side with Hamlin in second right behind him. Pretty good race going on here between the top few drivers. Logano trying to side draft Newman. Almost allowed the 24. Byron to get underneath, and they do get underneath, and now Hamlin's all the way upstairs, 4 wide again through turns 1 and 2. These guys are getting racy in the opening laps.
Careful, still there.
Slide job on Alex Bowman. Pass was made. Bowman going to get back underneath Schneider with the crossover. 3 wide for the lead. Hamlin in the middle. Byron on the bottom. Blaney on the top. They'll off the 2x2 by the time they get into turns 1 and 2. Schneider again crosses Bowman over himself. Clears him off turn 2. No crossover this time from the 88. I do like that paint scheme for Kyle Busch as well, by the way. I did not see a message on Instagram. Denny Hamlin back to the inside of William Byron. Blaney back to 4th place after leading a couple laps. Gano's the one in 3rd, trying to put the pressure on Byron. Both those drivers running some alternative Pennzoil paint schemes, so it'll be kind of hard to differentiate the two from behind tonight. Really close racing, though, between the top 7 early on. Schneider dives to the inside of Ryan Newman. Going to see a decent amount of tire wear here today at Las Vegas. Had the run underneath Newman. He's trying to side draft the 12 of Blaney just a little bit into turns 3 and 4 now. Top 3 slowly starting to get away. Oh, little contact. That cost him the 99. He's going to pull up to block Newman. After losing that momentum, he wanted to make sure Newman wasn't going to get back to the outside again. Bowman to the bottom underneath Newman. Gano side by side for 2nd, or at least looking to take the inside into turn 3. Now he swings high instead with Byron going to the bottom. Ethan, welcome to the stream. Make it with an 8 tire limit. Should be able to. I think we had an extra set of tires, if I remember correctly, at the end of the Kansas race. So should be able to. There will be a little bit more tire wear than what you've seen on the other 2.5 miles so far this season here today, but we'll see. Shouldn't have to pit more than once during the stage. At the stage break, that'll give us... We should be able to make it on 6 or 7 stops. 7 at the very most. So it'll give us like a buffer to, pit at random at one point in time too. Maybe if we get a late caution or something. If we try to manage our tires right, we'll just have to see how the cautions might play out here tonight. We haven't had a lot in many races this season. I think we've only had 2, maybe 3 races where we've actually had more than 4 cautions in a race. Schneider diving back underneath though. Blaney again for 4th. He just can't seem to complete the pass on him. Blaney pinched him down that time. Bowman and Newman are still meanwhile side by side for position. Now a 3 wide. Greg Keselowski jumped into the middle lane out of nowhere. It's hard to tell. It looks like it might be Clint Boyer that's closing in on this group as well. Schneider very close to clearing Blaney again. Blaney getting the side draft down the back straightaway on that right rear corner panel of the 99. Schneider pulls clear in 3 and 4. Bowman now underneath the 12 of Blaney. The 3 Penske cars inside the top 7 early on. Bowman completed the pass on Blaney off turn 4 as well. I can't pit for nighttime for tires at nighttime. Same thing when we had the tire limit in the truck in the Xfinity series. I just can't do it. I'm giving myself a limit on the tires. You just got to manage them out throughout the race. It's not as hard as it seems. I mean, we haven't ran into any trouble with it at all yet this season. So. The only track we might run into an issue with it is Atlanta because it's 500 miles and a super abrasive racetrack. And Schneider tried to fall in line between the 14 and the 88. He got into the side of Boyer. Boyer got knocked into the wall. He hangs on to 6th place, but obviously lost a ton of momentum there. And Schneider didn't realize Boyer was even there. I blame that on my spotter. Again, dive bombing underneath. Alex Bowman makes the quick pass in turns 1 and 2. He'll cross over that time. Boyer going to get to the inside of Bowman now, down the back straightaway. I think the Coke 600 we should be fine as well. I can see a 7-stop race in that one. There's not a lot of tire wear at Charlotte. The only race I'm concerned about really is Atlanta. And really any one of these races, if we get a ton of cautions, could definitely, you know, kind of play a factor. But if we go green for most of the race, it's a pretty straightforward strategy with the way the stages are set up. It makes it pretty easy. Next race of the season is another Crown Jewel event at Darlington for the Southern 500. That race on the channel will be on Thursday. Boyer to the inside, a little nudge right back. Schneider got into him a few laps prior. Boyer now up to fourth. And Blaney trying to charge on the inside. Trying to side draft to 12. Couldn't hold the corner quite as long, and he ducks in line now behind Alex Bowman. Bowman might make the dive under Blaney, not quite. Blaney shuts the door on him. Schneider going to give Bowman a big push down the back straightaway. That's going to launch the 88 underneath the 12. Schneider shoves Bowman on through. Here comes Newman on the outside. Why did that Darlington race make all this? I can't please everybody with this schedule. We got Talladega as the finale. That we already had the Darlington race as a final already once for the Cup Series, so I didn't want to do it again. It's like Matt Kenseth's on pit road. He was up in smoke with an issue. Denny Hamlin, race leader, just getting into lap traffic. So they're starting to fade back during this run. He's back to 9th place now. I think Blaney does have a shot, for sure. Let's see if he can keep this hot streak going for him. Massive run into turn 1 for Schneider. He'll slide back up in front of the 2 of Keselowski. And a side draft Newman as well. Schneider got a little loose off the exit of the corner, and he lost his spot in line. Was getting loose, allowing Keselowski to get up there. Now Brad's going to dive bomb into that middle lane. Get back in front of Schneider. Now he's going to try to side draft Ryan Newman. Schneider into the apron for the trioval. Take that shortcut. He sends it into 1 and 2. Brad Keselowski's on a mission. He just passed Blaney very quickly. Now he clears Bowman off turn 2 as well. He obviously got around Newman the lap before. Dillon a lap down early on, back at 39th. Finished 4th at Mid-Ohio last night. Huge turn of events in the wrong direction for him. He's got another run on Bowman. About halfway through the tire run. Schneider underneath the 88 car, can't make the pass through 3 and 4. R6R6, welcome to the stream. They're trying to chase the 88 car up, and now the 38 of John Hunter Nemechek gets in the way of Alex Bowman, allowing Schneider to finally get around Bowman for 6th. Closing quickly back in on Keselowski and Boyer again. Especially Keselowski, he's going to make the move for 5th. And he's got the pass easily. Easily going to get around Keselowski for 5th place in 3 and 4. Trying to get his first win on a 1.5 miles this season. Denny Hamlin is second in the regular season standings. And after this race, we're only going to be halfway through the regular season, so there's still going to be 13 more races for Hamlin after the checker flag flies tonight for him to try and catch Schneider for the regular season championship. So although Schneider's got a big lead, he's still got to keep the pressure on. He's got to continue to run well. He has a couple of bad races. That's all it takes, and Hamlin's right back in it again, especially with Denny in prime position. Keep this alive here today. As far as the finishes go so far this season, Denny Hamlin has 9 top 10s in the first 12 races. Schneider has 11. Those are the drivers with the 2 most top 10s so far this year. So both having a lot of consistency early on in the season. Schneider's obviously got a lot more wins, 9 versus Hamlin 0. Hamlin is definitely pretty close on consistency at least. JJ, welcome to the stream. Schneider underneath Boyer off the exit of turn 2. Boyer caught behind the lap car now in the double zero. Quinn Houck, Starcom Racing. Schneider back to the 4th position on the racetrack. This 550 package, it can be a little hard to pass in the dirty air. Seen these struggles work for and against Schneider already in the opening first half of stage 1. He passes sliding back in traffic when he gets tucked behind a car. Makes a move on him. Boyer to the inside of Schneider off turn 2. Boyer gonna slide up in front. Tires start to wear out though. It might become a little bit easier to make passes at Vegas, being a multi-groove racetrack. Not super harsh on the tires, but a lot harsher than most of the other mile and a halves. Not all, but most. TV Forever 85, welcome to the stream. We're going to get caught up again by another lap car. Josh Balicki in the 7. Boyer into the middle. Schneider down low. He'll clear Boyer back. So back and forth with the 14 and the 99 as they continue to battle for 4th. Look at that huge amount of lap traffic up where the leaders are running right now. Quite a bit. Seems like Schneider's car is definitely there on the short runs. He was very competitive, battling for the lead there early on, but just couldn't quite get to the lead. Try to go full throttle. Turns 3 and 4 this time. Gives up a lot of bottom for Boyer to get back underneath him. And that didn't really allow Schneider to get a massive run through the trial because Schneider got side-drafted beautifully by Boyer, might I add. And now Schneider's trying to get back underneath Boyer. And he's not going to clear him. Boyer sucks him right back again. Schneider drops in line behind the 14. Boyer going all the way up high. Schneider taking the dive bomb down low. Get back underneath the 14. He's going to try to do the same thing to him. He just couldn't quite get there. He got close. Really close. Set it up again. It does seem like Schneider's a little bit better in turns 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Obviously, have to play the lap traffic continuously better as well.
Careful, still there. All right, you're clear then.
Slowski pulls him back in again as well. We're going to go up the middle between McDowell and Chastain. He's not getting through there as quickly as he would want. Schneider's going to go 4 wide to the inside. Huge dive bomb into turn 1. Slides all the way up the racetrack. He kind of clipped the apron on corner entry because of going 4 wide. That was a very aggressive move to get around Boyer, but it worked. And he's back to 4th place again. Couldn't have done it any cleaner either. They're closing in on Logano and Byron up here as well. Second and third. Schneider goes up the block. Boyer, who had a run off the high side the corner before. Schneider's been gripping the bottom pretty well. It seems to be his preferred lane. The car's loose enough I can grip up the bottom. Usually I run the top at Vegas, but the car's rolling them. Well, not that time. I overdrove the corner, though. That was my fault, not the car's fault. Usually it's like a little bit tighter that I can't quite hook the bottom as well I'd like. I have more on throttle time on the top. That's why I run the top, but for whatever reason, the car's hooked up today. It is a little bit looser of a setup, too, than what I usually would run. Dylan really took the line away of Schneider. He had the lift in the center of the corner. Now here comes Boyer. Off the banking on the high side again, but Schneider holds clear. He's only a second behind Joey Logano for third. Outside of the Benedetto. Man, Schneider just couldn't quite clear him. Benedetto's hanging on that left rear quarter panel quite a bit through the tri-oval, and here comes Boyer right back again. Sliding way up the racetrack. Trying to run a similar line to the 14 car, not let Boyer get an advantage. Back down to the bottom again. Oh, he overdrove the corner. Slides up right back in front of the 14. Definitely making it difficult right now for Clint to get the position. Almost halfway through stage one. Only about 23%, 22% now off of turn two that time for Schneider on that right front tire. He's had struggles with the tire wear here in the past, not just in the Cup Series, but in the Xfinity Series on the career mode as well. So it's no surprise to see that right front wearing out, even with a looser setup. It's still the case. Trying to gap Boyer a little bit. Do his best to back these corners up as well. Boyer moves back down to the bottom. Joey Logano running the top much further up ahead. I think if they can get the track position, that Schneider and Boyer are both faster than Logano, and I even throw Keselowski as being a faster car than Logano as well. We'll see how that plays out as this opening green flag run continues. Caution free to this point. Changing his lane to the middle to go full throttle. Boyer back up near the wall again. Logano kind of ran the same lane Schneider did, right in the middle. Wasn't quite all the way near the wall like Boyer. We're halfway through stage one. Logano might not have quite as good of a long-run car as the three cars behind him as well. Boyer had a massive run off turn 4 on the high side that time. Schneider tries to side draft him as much as he can, going off into turns 1 and 2, so he can try to slide back in front of him, and does. So again, holding Boyer behind him. Getting around Austin Dillon. Boyer got held up behind the 3 just a tad, and now Keselowski is looking for 5th place. Keselowski got held up now by John Hunter Nemechek. Schneider's got a big run down the backstretch in the trap. Logano with a block into turn 3. And up the track goes the 99. Logano really pinched off Schneider. Trying to get back to him again. Logano's going to clear Johnson, so is Schneider. Schneider trying to stay in the draft now, down the back straightaway, closing in on the 22 of Joey. He's definitely all over him. Can't quite get to the corner panel, slides a little bit extra off turn 4 as well. Trying to stay in the draft now through the tri-oval again. Gonna take the dive into turn 1. Logano tried to pinch him. Wasn't enough. Schneider to third. Race high in the early going of the race today. Ashton G, welcome to the stream. Split in the middle between the lap cars of David Green, David Reagan. All the walls down on the bottom. Reagan was up high near the wall. Close where there was clean air for Schneider that time. He got through there cleanly. Logano tried to do the same thing in turns 1 and 2. Keselowski, by the way, did get around Bowman a little while back, as well as obviously Clint Boyer as well. Brad Keselowski's in the 5th spot. He has really closed in on Logano until he got caught up by a lap car of David Reagan. You have to go to the middle like Schneider and Logano did in front of him. 34 laps to go in stage number 1. Still caution free to this point. Schneider underneath Justin Haley, caution. Well, just as I stated, it was caution free. No longer it is caution free. So our first yellow of the day is going to fly at lap 57, it looks like. So lap 57, our first caution of the day with Denny Hamlin in the lead. Everybody will hit pit road for the first time in this race for 4 fresh tires, full tank of fuel. No adjustments to the 99 car early on. I'm down for a Bristol Championship race. I would be so down for that. All right. Denny Hamlin wins the race off pit road. Will lead the field to the green. There we go. Green flag back in the air at Vegas. Still in third. He's going to have a preferred line here.
Stay low, stay low.
He's going to try to take it 3 wide into turns 1 and 2. Just gets underneath Hamlin. Byron still up high. Schneider to the lead off of the exit of turn 2. Time to restart beautifully to go from third to first. It looks like he's going to lead his first lap of the race off of turn 4 this time, but we'll see how long he can try to hold on to the lead. Might not be long as he shuts the door on Denny Hamlin getting into turn 1. Trying to keep that low exit. Swarm of cars now. Logano to the outside of Hamlin for second place. Long ways to go yet to the end of stage 1. 28 more laps. Inside Uranus, welcome to the stream. Hamlin has cleared Logano for second. Clint Boyer trying to get in contention to lead his first lap. And here comes Denny Hamlin up high. Schneider led that lap at the line, but Hamlin's got a massive run into turn 1. Schneider tries to side draft the 11 as much as possible. Sends it down into the corners. He's got to be able to clear him back again. It looks like he will. All clear off turn 2. If he didn't side draft Hamlin at the last second there, I think Denny would have gotten to the lead. It was just enough to hold the 11 car back. Schneider was able to make the pass. Now Schneider slips up a little bit. Boyer had to check up behind him, and Hamlin back to the lead, clear off turn 4 that time. After Schneider was able to lead for 3 laps after the restart. So good on the bottom through 1 and 2. He closes the ground back on Hamlin. Now he's going to try to draft as much as he can down the back straightaway. Problem is 3 and 4, he struggles a tad, and now with Denny having the clean air and running the high side, he's going to have so much bigger of a run through the tri-oval, down the straightaways. Big block on the 14 of Boyer. Back up high. Trying to hang on for every position he can at this point. Oh, and Boyer just squeezes by. He's not clear yet. Into turn 3. Schneider bobbles again. Just kind of tagging that white line just a tad. That's enough to have to lift just a hair. That's all it takes. Boyer clear. And we'll see if Boyer can run down Hamlin. Big block on Logano, back down to the inside again into 1 and 2. Ryan Blaney trying to fight himself back in the top 5, working on William Byron for 5th. It's on the outside, Byron down low on the inside. It does seem like Boyer is slowly closing in on that 11 car. Same green to the end of the stage. We will hit lap traffic. You never know if we get another caution with another restart in this stage as well. Schneider went from 3rd to 1st on that last restart to lead 3 laps. Hamlin up high. Boyer takes that look to the bottom. Not close enough to make a pass yet. Still trying to gain that ground. Now he's going to try to draft and stick with Hamlin. No, actually, he'll just take the shortest way around. Denny going up high. Just ran his fastest lap of the race that last time, 30.728. And if the leaders get side by side, I'm wondering if Schneider might be able to close the gap on him. Especially for side by side for a few laps. Now Boyer goes high, trying to get the clean air on the front of his race car. Hamlin goes to the bottom. Gonna give Boyer a big run now through the tri-oval. Ryan Newman back to 5th meanwhile. He slides up the track just a little bit off turn 2. Kind of with a little bit lower exit. Creeps on in. Not there yet though. And side by side for the lead. Hamlin getting side drafted by Clint Boyer down low. 20 to go, stage 1. 10 laps after the restart now. And Boyer clear on turn 2 as he shuts the door on the 11. Hamlin with a crossover into 3. Now he goes to the bottom. Boyer up high. The battle back and forth like this. Got a whole bunch of cars looking to get around him. Oh, big block in the tri-oval. Schneider again trying to hold off Logano, who had a run. And Schneider not quite as good in turns 3 and 4 as what he is in 1 and 2. Seems like the middle part of the run is where he struggles. He gets about 10 laps in, then he's not as fast until about the last 10 to 20 laps of the run, then he starts to gain spots again. Logano's occupied now, though. Byron underneath them, and the leaders are still side by side. Great race so far in stage 1. Trying to get the car to roll to the bottom. Just trying to protect. Fortunate to have this track position early in the run that he's able to hang on to it like he is. Ryan Newman going to go for 4th place. He gets underneath William Byron. Byron's got a pretty big run into the tri-oval. He's going to get to the high side of Schneider, but Schneider is going to hold on strong on the bottom for now. Not enough, though. They get back by the 24. They're still side by side down the back straightaway. Schneider trying to hang on, and Byron's clear. And now Byron going to go down to try and block. Schneider just trying to get underneath him, and he just can't quite do it. Try to draft him as much as he can. Byron trying to take the line away of the 99. He goes just a tad lower, trying to get as much clean air as he can. Just enough. He gets back to the inside of the 24. Gonna side draft him into 3. Tries to back the corner up, but he overdrives the corner just a tad. Logano back around Newman. They're going to try this run back up again. Hoyer again trying to cross over Hamlin. They just keep going back and forth for the lead up there. Schneider again trying to get underneath the 24. A good battle for third. Byron goes high. Schneider down low. Kind of overdrove the corner again. Just tags that white line just a tad, and the car gets a little bit out of shape. That's all it takes. I was trying to take the shortest way around. He's doing all he can right now. Byron again, up high. Schneider trying to get to the corner panel off the exit of turn 2. Not going to get there. Lap traffic's coming up within the next lap or two in front of the leaders, who are 2 seconds ahead of third place. Cal Naughton Jr., welcome to the stream. Yeah, exactly. Blaney, last 10 races, has 6 top 5 finishes. He's on a hot streak. Six top 5s, and in the last 10 races, he's got 7 top 6s, because he ended up finishing 6th in one of those Pocono races. And after Nashville, that team's clicking. They got speed. So who's going to get through the lap traffic the best between the 14 and the 11? They keep battling each other on top of the lap traffic. Like right now, they're 3 wide. Byron and Schneider close in. Schneider again to the inside of the 24. Just can't get around him. So the problem with this package, too, is you can't really back the corners up as much as what you can with the 750 package, because you're so reliant on throttle time. A little bit different response. The leaders are still side by side with side by side lap traffic in front of them as well. We have 10 laps to go in stage 1 this time by. This is going to get interesting. Hamlin up the middle, 3 wide. Boyer making some passes. It might be a little too late for him. Oh, this is going to get hairy into turn 1. Byron's going to try to go down low, 3 wide. Schneider's got a massive source of speed. He goes 4 wide into turn 1. 4 wide to make the pass for second place. Byron followed him through there. 4 wide, still off the exit of turn 2. Are they going to make it? Oh, Hamlin gets sideways. Hamlin got sideways. Crossover by Byron to the high side of the 99. Somehow, Denny Hamlin saved the car from spinning. He may have had contact. Byron with a great move to get to second after Schneider slipped up off turn 2. Not over yet, but Boyer currently has the lead with 9 to go in stage 1. And the 11 is still stuck back in traffic as he goes from first to outside the top 5. I was wondering if they were going to make it off turn 2. I know getting into the corner was a little bit wider than getting off. And Schneider and Byron were able to sneak through there. And now look at this side-by-side traffic again in front of the 14 of Boyer. He has to go up the middle, 3 wide. Battle for the playoff point is alive, and it looks like it's still a 5-car race. Still heavy traffic back there, and now Byron's going to get held up off turn 2 just enough. By the time the 16 moved high, big side draft by the 99 to get to second again. Looks like Timmy Hill's holding up Boyer through 3 and 4 up high. One more lap car after that. It might be Bobby Carter. Byron trying to draft now up to 99 through the tri-oval. They're getting a run. 7 to go. Boyer again. Up high. It's actually Fincham in the 49, and Schneider's going to get to the lead off turn 2. And Logano's going to get to second. Boyer got stuck again behind the 49. Now Carter's going to move to the bottom, so Schneider is going to have to come off the bottom lane just a little bit and run the middle.
Careful, still there.
Get around the 73, barely clearing him off turn 4. Now Logano's on the outside of Carter. 6 more laps in stage 1. Keselowski. Sorry, no, that's Boyer in third. I thought it was a Miller Lite car there for a second. I'm like, how did he get up there? This is going to be pretty close. Schneider's got a ton of stage wins already. Boyer to the inside of Logano for second. Clear off turn 4. Boyer is there, and now he's in the driver's seat with 5 to go. Newman underneath the 22 as well. Schneider just trying to protect the bottom. He's going to have to protect the high side if they do get a run, though. Track is definitely multi-grooves. Trying to have the low exit. Now moves back up to block Boyer up high.
Got a car low now.
Boyer trying to get underneath, but Schneider takes the line away. Oh, Newman with a move to the high side on Clint Boyer. Schneider trying to block 2 lanes now through the tri-oval. And the lap traffic side by side just up ahead. Quinn Houff and Josh Bilicki. Nope, Houff will actually fall in line behind Bilicki. Schneider, oh, gets the run!
Still there.
Houff got into him down the back straightaway, though. He moved up, not realizing the 99 was there. Boyer gets held up maybe a little bit more somehow. Newman goes 3 wide to the inside. Byron's all the way up high going 3 wide, and now they're 3 wide for second as Boyer's stuck in the middle. He got caught behind Bilicki. That buys Schneider a little bit more time, and now Ryan Newman's to second place. One more lap car of Christopher Bell, and I don't think these guys are going to catch another lap car until that green-white checkered flag waves. Bell going to go to the bottom. Schneider has to change his lane in the middle of the corner now to run that middle lane. He clears Bell off turn 4. 2 laps to go in stage 1. Three wide again. Logano back to second. Newman up high. Boyer's got to follow the 6. And Logano is clear off turn 2. About a half a second off the lead. Can he run down Schneider? Boyer back to the inside for 3rd place on Newman. Well, it's just a 4-car battle. Byron's lost pace. 1 lap to go, stage 1. And Schneider might be far enough ahead now. But I don't think they're going to get a run, especially with them still side by side back there. Boyer underneath Logano for 2nd place. Schneider's pushing it full throttle through 3 and 4. And he is going to make it there first. Keegan Schneider will win another stage this season, winning stage 1 at Vegas in dramatic fashion. Boyer gets to second on the final lap, followed by Logano, Newman, and Byron, the top 5. Then Bowman 6th, Hamlin 7th. Keselowski back in 8th, Blaney 9th, and BJ McLeod rounds out the top 10. What a stage 1 here in this race. And that's the kind of racing we're going to be seeing all night. This is going to be a lot of fun. That is the 17th stage win already of the season for Schneider. Unbelievable. And everybody's going to hit pit road for their 2nd pit stop of the day. No adjustments to the 99 crew. Trying to dominate races like Larson, indeed.
Coming to the green, driver. Be ready.
All right.
Ready.
Wow, Schneider lost 2 spots on pit road. Very slow stop by his crew. Clint Boyer will win the race out of the pits. Restart from the lead. They're trying to get to the bottom. Can he go 3 wide into 1 again? Yes, he will. Really gets a good launch on the bottom lane on the restarts, and Byron's going to follow him. The third and fifth place cars on the restart are 1-2 off of turn 2. Byron going to be the one to look for the lead. It'll be Schneider leading the opening green flag lap of stage 2. And back inside the top 5 on the restart. Trying to get the run up high. He's got Logano underneath him. Now he's got the 24 car there. Schneider going to move up just a tad. They're going to be 3 wide going into the corner. Denny Hamlin up high. Schneider just upstairs to block him and back down to the bottom on Byron as he pitches it sideways into the corner. Oh, contact between Boyer and Hamlin off turn 2. They hang on to it. They were 3 wide with Blaney now on the inside. He's trying to get in contention again. Boy, these restarts are crazy with this package. Hamlin is going to get to the outside of Schneider. Schneider tried to side draft him as much as he could. Back to the bottom to block Byron. He turns 1 and 2. Schneider's a little bit better down there. Trying to close back in on the 11 of Hamlin again. Not quite going to get there. Schneider's digging. Definitely giving the car all it's got. Just to try and keep up. Hamlin back down to the bottom. Seemed like he was a little bit better up high. But I think he's just trying to take the line away from Schneider and not allow the 99 car to get back underneath him and try to side draft him. Keselowski to third. Looking some passes on that last restart. Hamlin goes back to the high side again. That might have been the wrong time to do it. Schneider has a run, almost making contact off of turn 4. Schneider tried to get as close to the 11 car as he could to try and side draft him off the exit of the corner, and it might have been enough now to get a run into 1 and 2 back to the inside. So close to making the pass, but he just can't quite pull it off. Hamlin notices that, and as he pulled clear off turn 2, he goes back to taking the line away from Schneider again. It's going to be the lane Hamlin's going to have to run. Schneider made a slight mistake there. That costed him. That might give Hamlin just enough breathing room to try and pull away. Schneider's not quite close enough to get a real heavy draft. Oh, and there's contact. The 2 forced it into the corner at the last second. Schneider didn't give him enough room. They make contact. It's only going to allow Hamlin to pull away a little bit more. I don't know how Keselowski kept that car from spinning and keeps it in third for the brief moment. Newman's underneath him for position. Just couldn't quite get to the bottom that time. And Newman is underneath for second. Trying to get in line behind the 6. Oh, Byron's there, 3 wide. This just goes to show when you lose the momentum how hard it is to get it back. Contact between the 2 and the 99. Both of them have lost a couple positions now. Keselowski's really keeping it tight on the 99 as well. Clear him off turn 4. I'm trying to run the high side. A lot of these cars on the bottom trying to take each other's lines away right now to keep them from closing in. Starter gave a huge push to the back of Keselowski off of turn 2. That might give Brad enough of a run to get underneath Byron for position. Into turns 3 and 4, it is enough of a run. Starter's going to get underneath the 24 car now. Oh, and he clears him, but he slides way up the racetrack. Couldn't quite hold that. Entered it a little bit too flat. Keselowski underneath the 6 of Newman now for position. I'll tell you what, if we get in this track position throughout, this is going to be a fun race. The classic finish on the channel back at Kansas earlier this season. This could be another one here today. The way things are shaping up. To the inside of William Byron. I mean, it's almost like Canadian Tire at the very beginning of the race, where it just seems like everybody's so even with one another that once they lose a track position, everybody kind of starts to slowly fall back. Schneider now. Not going to be able to make the pass though, and Schneider holds on in front. Boyer's trying to block Schneider into 3. He had a big run though, because that also allowed him to actually clear William Byron for 4th place off of turn 4 as well. Hamlin's still leading. Keselowski's in 2nd though, and he has definitely creeped in. Not going to give that lead up easy. You saw how hard he battled Boyer there towards the end of stage 2. They're battling for a good 10 laps or so before the lap traffic became a factor. And speaking of that lap traffic, another lap or 2 and we'll get right back into that again. And underneath Byron into turn 1. Again, he just enters a tad flat. It's really hard though when the car on the outside's trying to get to the bottom first and just really pinches the car that's already there.
Hold your line, got one inside. You got room to clear that.
Drove it. Keselowski taking the shot. Couldn't clear Hamlin off turn 4 though. And they're side by side for the lead. We'll alternate through the different camera angles for the first time in the race today. The next dozen laps. Slide into 1 and 2 that time for Schneider. Somehow keeps it hooked to the bottom though to keep Logano behind him.
Looking inside now.
And Logano's there. 3 wide with the lap traffic. Hamlin holds on to the lead. Back to the inside of Logano. That 38 car seems like he's gotten in the way of more lead lap cars today than anybody else already. We're only early in the going for stage number 2. Trying to get back past Logano for 6th. 3 wide up there again. Clint Boyer is now the new leader. Hamlin and Keselowski side by side for second. Now the 3 wide with the lap car of, I believe, Bubba Wallace all the way up high. Oh man, Logano kind of clipped the apron off turn 4. How low he was trying to run there.
Got one peeking outside. You got it, Lewis. You're clear.
Oh, you're going to Darlington this weekend. Yeah, have fun, man. Track's a blast. You really have like an old school feel. I was there for the Southern 500 last year. It's definitely a lot of fun. It's a really good race. Last year's was a pretty good race too. So. Darlington always puts on some good shows. And I saw with the 550 pack, the 750 pack was got to be a lot better on there. We saw those cars slipping and sliding a ton earlier this season. That's pretty cool. Welcome to the stream, by the way, Tim.
Hold your line, got one inside.
Those in the top 7 are still within 2.5 seconds of the lead. Spacing apart hardly at all. Logano couldn't fit through that tight gap like Schneider did. Just past halfway through the tire stint, 25 laps into the second stage. Only one caution for incident tonight. Came out at lap 57 back in stage 1. Even Las Vegas is the key. Josh runs you up to the street. Hamlin, Ryan Newman side by side for, I believe, 3rd place. Keselowski has ran down Clinton Boyer up at the front of the field once again for the lead as well. Just enough room to squeeze underneath Christopher Bell. Could have given him more room, but I guess he could have shut the door completely on us too. Yeah, it's not the exact throwback weekend this time around, so I don't think every team has throwback scenes, but I did see a couple of throwback scenes that some guys are running anyway, even though it's actually not the actual throwback. So not every car in the field is going to have one like usual, since they had the throwback race already this year. But at least you'll get to see some cars. It definitely looks better under the lights, I feel like. Granted, I wasn't there to watch the race like in the daytime earlier this year, but like even, I mean, the Southern 500 always like starts in the daytime and then ends in the night. It starts at like 5, 6 o'clock usually. So I guess I did get to see some of them in the day. But when the lights were on, those cars were definitely glowing a lot better. I've kind of noticed that though, like in general, like even like when it's not throwback scenes, it just seems like the cars glow better under the lights. That's what made Bristol so cool for the All-Star race, because it was at night. One of the few night races I've actually gone to. The only other night race I've gone to outside of that is Kentucky. And then I guess Charlotte this year for the Coke 600 and Darlington. So even though I've been to 23 Cup races, only 4 of them have been at night. And 2 of them started in the day and ended in the night, so they weren't even like traditional night races. A lot of shape. Try to stay on that 17 car of Chris Buescher. Buescher's holding the 99 up, and Logano's coming back. A little contact now in the tri-oval. That's not going to help either. Five seconds off the race lead. These guys are still going to have to pit at some point here in stage 2. No green flag stops yet today. Only pit stops we've seen so far was during the only caution back at lap 57 in stage number 1. And then at the stage break itself at the end of stage 1 as well. Keselowski actually just took the lead away from Clint Boyer as well. Getting into turn 3, it looked like maybe he picked him behind the lap car or something. I see a lot of rotating lap traffic. This field's really spread apart now. Boyer back around Keselowski, at least battling back and forth. You can see on the lower left-hand corner of the screen with the track map how often the lead is changing back and forth between the 14 and the 2. Both winless up to this point this season. Trying to punch their ticket to the playoffs. We're halfway through the regular season when the checkered flag falls, here tonight at Vegas. He's bringing at Atlanta. He won there earlier this season, so means you're gonna win. Or I guess it means you have to win. Had the same performance. little bit higher. Around Stenhouse, now back down to the bottom in front of Ty Dillon. And going to move to the bottom right in front of Joey Logano. Hold Logano up. Look at Newman getting away from Hamlin going up the middle of the lap traffic. Hamlin got held up and now he's down low. It looks like Brad Keselowski up there that's getting held up in more lap traffic. It might be DiBenedetto, actually, now I'm looking at it. I'll say there's no way Keselowski fell that far back that quickly. Yeah, that's DiBenedetto. Qualified 30th, but also Darlington. 200 miles. Yeah, it'd be a dream of mine to live in Charlotte. Obviously, if I can one day work for NASCAR, that'd be cool. But I would be living there. But you know, even like later on in life, I definitely want to move down there. I mean, that you have 6 NASCAR tracks within 4 hours. Oh heck yeah! And a lot of them they race at twice a year right now too. So I mean, that's like, I can sleep in my own bed. I don't even have to like stay in a hotel. And you got like 6 to 10 races right in the backyard. I really like that Jimmy Johnson paint scheme he's running in this race. It's kind of retro. Bubba Wallace picked the high side, so did Denny Hamlin. Schneider went down low. Schneider now to 5th. Logano to 6th as he follows the 99 to get another spot. And now we have a caution. Caution is out. Just past halfway through stage 2. Our second caution for incident tonight. Keselowski in the lead. Time into the yellow. 4 fresh tires, full tank of fuel here for the 99 crew. 3rd pit stop of the race for everybody. Pretty close to green flag stops again, but couldn't quite get there. Alright, Schneider gains 1 spot on pit road. He'll have to restart on the outside. He hasn't had to do that all day today, so we'll see how that's going to work. Look like back in the air. Keselowski wins the race off pit road and will get the restart from the lead. Got himself in that position, of course, also for that restart. They're not taking off that well on the high side. Schneider jumps up, trying to get to the outside 3 wide on Boyer. Couldn't quite do it. Now he's going to have to go up the middle. Really just trying to fight for it. Oh, and he jumps up the 6 of Newman. Contact there. That's going to stall both cars out. And hops in line behind Denny Hamlin in 6th. That was a big loss there for Schneider. Too aggressive. Newman was obviously there, and he's cut down and completely stalled the run out for both cars, and worse for Schneider. Trying to get back to the inside of Hamlin. He's there.
Still there.
28 laps to go in stage 2, so that caution actually waived the same lap. It was 57 laps into the second stage, just like it was 57 laps into the first stage. We restarted with 30 to go both times.
Careful, still
To
there.
the inside again. Definitely getting a little tight. Stuck in traffic. Just ran his fastest lap of the race still, 30.651 that last lap. Sends it down to the bottom underneath Denny Hamlin. Will he complete the pass off of turn 2? Yes, he does. Had to be aggressive with it and making sure he was going to clear the 11, and he did. Hops to the bottom. Now he's underneath Newman for 4th, and he knows this car kind of fades on the longer run a little bit, so he's got to try to get up there and get himself in position. 30.504. That was the fastest lap I've ever ran at Vegas. So obviously the fastest lap of the race. Schneider's definitely digging. No adjustments were made. He is pushing it. He knows his car is really good on the short run. So he's trying to take advantage of it. Again, underneath Newman. Not going to be able to quite stay there. He wanted to side draft off of him, but he couldn't quite do it.
Got one outside now. All right, you're clear.
Slowski's still holding on to the lead. Boyer in second. Followed by Byron, Newman, and Schneider, the top 5.
Still there.
Byron going to take Newman's line away up high. Schneider gets to the inside of the 6 car again. Newman got held up a little bit. Schneider trying to side draft him.
Got one peeking inside. You got room. You're clear.
To the bottom now in the trioval to try and block Denny Hamlin. Oh, and Hamlin stuck his nose in. Schneider chopped him off again. Contact, and Hamlin made a great save. And again, though, both cars going to lose quite a bit of momentum there. Boyer, meanwhile, going for the lead on Keselowski. Newman underneath Byron. They're side by side for 3rd. Schneider taking the shortcut down to the apron through the trioval. And Boyer is there. He's underneath Keselowski for the lead. Newman clears Byron, meanwhile, for 3rd. Boyer failed to get around Keselowski that time, and he has to drop the line behind him. Hardest car to pass is going to be the one in the cleanest air. That would be Keselowski in the lead. 40 minutes from Dover. Yeah, I wish I lived that close to the track. Hour and a half's not bad though for Michigan. But outside of that, I got 4 hours to get to the next track. That'll be Indy. The next closest after that, because they don't race at Chicagoland anymore, would be Road America now, and that's about 6 hours. Watkins Glen's about 6.5 hours. Pocono's about 6 hours. Oh man, almost some contact with the leaders. They're going at it. Boyer just missed out, finishing 2nd in the last stage, missing out on the stage win. He wants a chance here. Underneath Keselowski still, he just can't clear, and they've been side by side for a full lap. 20 to go in stage 2. And Boyer clear into turn 1. About 2 hours 56 minutes from Atlanta. 3 hours 7 minutes from Donington. Yeah, they're pretty equal between their home tracks, I'd say. Slowly starting to reel Schneider back in again. Might not have appreciated the contact they had a little bit ago. Hamlin going to try the outside through 3 and 4. Schneider again down low, but he overdrives the corner. Hamlin's going to have a massive run this time off turn 4. And holds him off. It's kind of nice. You got a battle for the lead, then a space, but then a battle for 3rd, then a space, and now you got a battle for 5th. Logano's starting to creep into making a 3-car battle for the 5th position to go along with Schneider and Denny Hamlin. Lap traffic not too far ahead of the leaders. Keselowski has just cleared Boyer off in turn 4 once again for the race lead. The lap traffic was pretty heavy at the end of stage 2, definitely made it racy. We'll see if that will be the case again here. Schneider tried to chop off the 11 of Hamlin. He had him cleared for a little bit. He thought Hamlin might have been underneath him, so he gave him a little bit of space. Didn't want to crowd him like he did the last time, making contact and costing both cars, and with that, Hamlin is going to get the 5th. Caught up and smoked on pit road, but again, we stay green. By the way, I do think Kenseth made his way back out onto the racetrack earlier. He's just still done. Look at Schneider back with a power move to the inside of Hamlin. He can't quite clear him. Hamlin hanging on that right rear corner panel.
Still there.
Leaders side by side again. Boyer on the inside, Keselowski on the outside. Kind of what you're seeing for 5th right now with Hamlin up high, Schneider down low. Look at that lap traffic. They're nearly 3 wide right in front of the leaders. Hamlin had a huge run off turn 4 that time. It's down to 3 seconds again. Oh man, they are getting held up big time. Boyer to the lead. He goes 3 wide to finally clear everybody. Keselowski still caught up in that mess. Newman and Byron have now caught up to the back of the 2 of Keselowski. And here we go again, just like we had in stage number 1. Schneider won that stage. Big run off turn 2. Trying to carry that into turn 3 as he continues to close on Denny Hamlin in the 11. Hamlin just shut the door though. What lane is everybody going to choose with this lap traffic? Hamlin down low, Schneider down low, Keselowski still stuck up high. Oh, contact, I believe, between Nemechek and Austin Dillon, the lap cars. Keselowski still stuck back there. Schneider gave a big push to Denny Hamlin off turn 2. Hamlin trying to block Schneider, though, into 3. Now he goes all the way up high, trying to get the clean air on his nose. 24, Byron down to the bottom. Schneider pulls back alongside the 11. Can't quite make the pass. Boyer caught again in heavy lap traffic. So was Newman. Bubba Wallace right in front of him. Hamlin zips by. 3 wide contact with the 24 of Byron. They held each other up with the contact, allowing Schneider now to get into the middle 3 wide for about 3rd place. Denny Hamlin's a man on a mission.
Careful, still there.
Schneider trying to back the corner up. He's just going to drop back down to the bottom behind Byron for 4th. There's definitely been slowing up in the lap traffic as well. 9 to go, stage 2.
Still there.
Oh, big stack up on the bottom lane. Schneider got into the back of the 11.
On the outside.
Just enough. He's still going to get all the way up to 3rd. And now he side drafts Newman, trying to get to 2nd. And he'll drop in line behind him.
3 wide, keep pushing. All clear.
And to tag the brakes, though, you want to make sure Hamlin wasn't going to get underneath him. That contact with the back of the 11, though, might tighten up the 99 a little bit. It's not what he wants. It'll be harder for him to get to the bottom. He chops the 11 of Hamlin off again. Oh, that was horrible. Hamlin loses a spot to Byron. Too aggressive. Boyer going 3 wide up the middle. He's done that a few times already today, especially here late in stage 2. Newman is slowly closing in on him. That's 7 laps to go in the second stage. Definitely going to have to repair that little bit of damage in the stage break. Try to hold on for as good of a finish as he can to the stage. He had to lift quite a bit. He thought Fincham was going to pull down in front of him. Decent amount of clean air in front of Boyer for a tiny bit. There's about 2.5 seconds off the lead again. Schneider has a run. Oh no, Quinn Help. That's the second time he has gotten in the way of the 99. Schneider got tight when he got in line behind him. Now he has to go 3 wide up the middle between Balicki and Help. 5 laps to go in stage 2. Back out to about a 3-second lead again. 2 more lap cars, and then he might catch 2 more after that, and that'll be about it. But he's got a decent advantage, at least back to 3rd. Newman's just under 2 seconds behind him. He's pulling away. Byron and Hamlin back there. Keselowski as well. About a 1/10 of a second quicker than Boyer that last lap, but that pace is not going to be quick enough to catch him with just 3 more laps left in stage 2. Newman got held up. Traffic side by side in front of him, but they weren't wide enough for him to go to the middle. Looked like he wanted to, just couldn't do it. They hold him up for another corner. Schneider might be able to get a chance at second place now. Boyer's getting held up as well, but luckily Newman is definitely being held up behind him right now. Boyer's got time to kill. Final lap of stage 2 for Clint Boyer. Ryan Newman's getting held up big time. I don't know if he's going to be held up enough for Schneider to get there, though. It'll be close. It'll definitely come down to the final corner. Byron and Hamlin are closing in on Schneider as well. They might have a shot into the final corner on the 99. Newman going to go up high. Now crosses to the middle. Oh, got a little loose, but he hangs on to it. Hamlin getting the run off the high side. Schneider to block off turn 4. Byron now to the bottom. He's going to get underneath Hamlin. Schneider blocks him as well. And he'll hang on to 3rd. Clint Boyer will win stage 2 tonight at Las Vegas. And that will be the first stage win of the season for Clint Boyer. That 1 second of damage Schneider desperately has to repair here. Probably going to lose at least a spot on pit road. I'd be shocked if he didn't. Hopefully it's not too bad of a pit stop. He did lose 2 spots without repairing any damage even earlier in the race. Jose Sanchez, welcome to the stream. Good racing indeed. It has been a great race to this point. We still have the final stage to go here tonight. See if we can keep this good race going. Restarts have been crazy, that's for sure. Schneider loses 2 spots on pit road again. Spitfire Gaming, welcome to the stream. Schneider at least is on the inside again. Back in fifth, we'll see what he can do. 104 to go. Clint Boyer won the race off pit road after winning stage 2. Restarts from the lead. He's been good in the bottom lane on the restarts. He's going to go for second, 3 wide. Boyer has the clean air for now. Schneider going to be able to clear Byron at least. Trying to side draft the 6 of Newman. Trying to get the momentum as they get up to speed. Off turn 4. Schneider couldn't quite clear the 6 of Ryan Newman. We got a little bit of a side draft. Schneider's going to get a run, though, into turn 1 still. Trying to get underneath the 14 car. Not going to happen there. Still side by side for second. Newman gets the run off the high side. Will he try to go low? Yes, he will. Newman going to go for the lead in turns 3 and 4. Schneider overdrives the corner just a bit. Keselowski's going to get underneath him. He couldn't quite get to the corner panel of the 14 yet. Schneider's just driving it. My goodness, that was a terrible corner. Had to hit the brakes. I don't know how. Kept the momentum up enough to hang on to fourth, probably because there were 3 wide behind him. Byron trying to sneak up on the outside. The restart was only good for about a lap for Schneider, and that was about it. He just completely overdrove 2 corners in a row and had to lift quite a bit. BJ McLeod trying to fight for a top 5. Underneath William Byron for 6th right now. Top 3 still going at it. I ain't allow guys for Logano and Schneider to catch up. Schneider with a great corner to get back underneath the 22 again. Side draft Logano, get into 3. Is he going to be able to clear the 22 off turn 4? Yes, he does. He's back to 4th. Quick pass on the 22. 100 laps to go at Vegas. And Denny Hamlin out of nowhere. Back underneath Logano.
Car on the outside now. You got room, you're clear. Got one ticket inside. Clear all around.
Just keeps tapping at it. White line.
Got
Oh,
one
paint.
down low now.
It gets the car sideways.
All right, you're clear.
Something just chopping the corner off a little too early. We've only had 2 cautions per incident tonight, and they were both on the 57th lap of the stages so far, stage 1 and stage 2. Contact between Truex and Logano off of turn 2. They're side by side for 6th.
Got a car low now. You got room, you're clear there. Looking inside now. Looking inside now.
Oh man, Schneider got loose off 2. Barely kept it off Hamlin, then he was just trying to side draft him all the way down the back stretch. He was lying away down on the bottom in 3 and 4, and you saw the 99 just push up the track. Keselowski leads, Clint Boyer second, Ryan Newman third, followed by Hamlin fourth. Schneider rounds out the top 5. Joey Logano 6th, William Byron in 7th, Ryan Blaney in 8th, Martin Truex Jr. 9th. I believe Alex Bowman rounds out the top 10. A good run getting into 3, but he just overdrove the corner again, trying to get underneath the 11 that time, and how much of a pull Hamlin got with Schneider lifting off the exit of the corner. And get that momentum back again. Hamlin up high. Schneider down low. Tri-oval, Schneider down to the apron. Those of you just tuning in as well, wondering what the tire limit is. We still have 4 sets left to the end of the race. We've only pitted 4 times so far. Each rank, each caution per incident, and then in the stage race. Cap 24, welcome to the stream. Schneider trying to win on his first mile and a half this season. Definitely been the weak point for this team so far this year. It's the only type of track they failed to finish inside the top 10 in as well. Although we did have a top 5, finishing 3rd at Kansas earlier this year, but the second race he finished 13th at Chicagoland. Byron, Joey Logano have ran down the 99 of Schneider. Pushed full throttle through 1 and 2 that time. He's trying something different. He's only tried that a few times in 3 and 4. And a good short run car. As the run carries on, it's not quite as fast. Byron just going to get there. It was not quick enough on the block that time, getting into the tri-oval. And when he did move up, Byron was actually able to side draft the right rear quarter panel. Schneider shuts the door. 22 of Logano sliding in line between Logano and Byron that time. Schneider again just trying to get to the 24. Quite going to do it. Was able to block Logano quick enough that time.
Car on the outside now. You got room, you're clear there. Got one peeking outside. You got room, you're clear.
I probably missed my marks more times in this stage alone than what I have the entire race up to this point. I don't know why I keep flipping that white line down to the bottom now. I wasn't doing it a whole lot earlier. Got to be the intensity of the final stage, knowing that you got to go now. You don't know if we're going to get another caution. We only had 2 per incident all day long. One driver out of the race as well. Alternate from the different camera angles one final time in this race here tonight at Las Vegas. Wide lap traffic right now in front of the leaders. Now had a massive run getting into 1 and 2. Not enough to get underneath of Schneider, but he's within striking distance. Maybe get a run into turn 3 on him. Gonna go high. Schneider gonna go to the bottom. He's gonna get a bigger run here through the tri-oval again. 6, welcome back. Pull up and block the 22. He's really stuck in the lap traffic. Schneider might be able to get a run, close in on William Byron. And just got through those first 3 lap cars. Byron still hasn't gotten through any of them. Bottom lane is open. That's where Schneider's going to go. Logano and Byron up high. They get held up. They're just squeaking up there. The outside of the 51. That was about as smoothly as he could have gotten through those cars. Keeps doing that during this run. He will catch the leaders. That's how he won stage 1. He's got through the lap traffic a little bit better. Plus, he had a better, run leading up to that. He was obviously a lot closer. He's been about 2 seconds of the lead versus 3 to 5 seconds where he's been on every other restart before getting into the lap traffic. It's close enough he was able to keep in striking distance. That was when he was running his fastest laps of the race. 35 to the 36s. He's off board. Wall's got in his way. Bubba is side drafting the heck out of Schneider, and that really gave Byron, who had to run off the high side the corner before. Byron just shot back around the 99. Logano's closed in now as well. About being held up, that held Schneider up big time. Takes the line away of the 22 car, but Schneider got a little loose again. That time he didn't overdrive the corner, though. The tires just didn't stick. Logano going to get by 4th position. Schneider sends it into the corner. Back around the 24. Logano trying to block. So close to getting inside of the 22 again. He's really fighting for it. Again to the inside of Logano. Side by side for 5th. Into turn 3.
Stay low.
Bobby Carter really took the high side away from Logano, and Schneider able to finally have a little bit of breathing room. Got 78 laps to go.
Stay high. Bottom clear.
Just a little bit past halfway through the tire run, that is. Quite to the halfway point in stage 1, but depending on how the cautions played, should be a 1 pit stop race the rest of the way.
Still there. Clear high.
5 laps left. Michael Turner, welcome to the stream. Sorry to hear that, by the way, Michael. Atlanta's the most abrasive track when it comes to tire wear, that's for sure.
You got room. You're clear there.
Back there, crypto. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I kind of figured that came in hand with the maybe some underlying issues on top of the COVID. Well, a couple of friends that had it. Their whole family's got it, but outside of that, I really don't know of anybody personally, like within the family, that actually had it. Definitely fortunate for sure. I was kind of like think back, like if I might have had it at one point but not realized I had it. Of course, you're side by side there. We're going 3 wide to the outside to get around them. There's a bolt off turn 2. There's about 7 seconds off the race lead from Brad Keselowski. Hamlin, Ryan Newman still battling for third. I'm trying to get up there. If we get another caution, Center definitely wants to be within those first 2 rows, specifically from third on up. Obviously, he restarted 4th earlier. It didn't really work out. He lost a couple spots. 5th, he was able to get the 2nd, but he couldn't quite get that track position to get to the lead. House. He got a little loose into the corner trying to get underneath Chastain, and Schneider had to check up. Still kind of got in the back of him, but it was a friendly push actually as Stenhouse held on to it, and that actually allowed him to clear Chastain off of turn 4. I have not played NASCAR 15. I have not played any of the Technics NASCAR games. Because even though we had a PS3, like we had NASCAR Unleashed, that World of Outlaws sprint car game, those were like the only racing games I had with PS3, because I was always playing NASCAR 7 on my PSP a lot at that point for, you know, NASCAR game purposes, and then I don't think what else and then yeah, the PS2, NASCAR 05, and I had 07. I had 06 and 07. I didn't really play a whole lot of those because I liked 05 better. That and I had 07 for the PSP, so there was no point in me really playing it on the PS2. Even though the PS2 was a little bit better, more options, it wasn't like the full game on the PSP. Still struggling in the live traffic. Newman's pulling away from him. These guys only have to pit one more time in this race. Right into the back of Kurt Busch. Seems like Boyer's lost a lot of time on the two of
Car high, careful.
Keselowski as well.
You're all clear on contact. Easy on the tires, driver.
Hamlin's held up side by side right in front of him with the lap cars again. And 12% on that right front tire for Schneider. 61 laps to go. Pit road speed limit is 45 miles an hour at Las Vegas, as it is for all the mile and a halves. The NASCAR Heat 5 video game. No practice, only that one lap of qualifying, so not had to try to get onto pit road. Have to be careful, of course. Not one of the easier tracks to get to pit road. In fact, the mile and a half, so it's one of the tougher tracks to get onto pit road.
You got room, you're clear. Watch those tires.
.58 laps to go. Went green with 104 laps left in the stage after the stage break.
You're gonna blow a tire soon.
By the way these guys are running, it's actually going to be pretty borderline on whether they can make it on fuel. On one stopper. Schneider's tires are wearing out. Both right sides under 20%. 57 to go now, and he's going to have to pit this time by. I don't think he's going to make it another lap after this. 2% into turn 3. So Schneider's going to pit this time by for his 4-tire stop.
Beat those tires to last, driver.
And try to get on and brake as late as he possibly can.
Slow down.
Well done. Nearly perfect trying to get to pit road. 4 fresh tires, full tank of fuel. Is going to be about 3 to 4 laps to the good. Going to make a little bit of a wedge adjustment here. 2 pounds on the right sides. And 1 pound on the lefts. It's the first adjustment this crew has made all day long. They've led at times. It's been hard to hold on to the lead though because they don't quite have the long run speed. .8-second pit stop that time. He's really going to have to let this play green. Now the good news is if it does go green long enough, he is going to be the first one onto pit road, and we'll see how much he can cut into that lead. He was about 7 seconds behind Keselowski when the pit stop started. Plus this adjustment change as well. You think is going to loosen the car up a little bit more, but we'll see what the speed will be like in it. Still getting up to speed into turn 1 here.
Got one up top. Clear high, clear high.
I added tire pressure. Added a pound on the left sides and added 2 pounds on the right sides. into turn one. John Nemechek there. I don't think Schneider's going to gain all 7 seconds on Keselowski, pitting about 8 to 9 laps before everybody else. Maybe even less laps than that. And that's if they tried to take it all the way to the end of their fuel tank. The pit window's open to make it on fuel to the end of the race, but the way Schneider's right front tires been wearing, I don't know that his tires are going to hold up to the end. If we get another caution, he is definitely going to pit. Fortunately, going to have to. Even if he has the lead, it would really stink to give that track position up. He's going to hope the tires will be enough to overcome that. And a late race caution back at Kansas on the first mile-and-a-half race of the season. Set up a restart with about 10 laps to go in that one. What a wild finish that was.
Still there.
3 by 3 for the last lap to a lap and a half with the leaders.
Stay low.
Feels like this car is sticking a little bit better, but I can't say the lap times are exactly where they need to be, though. Brad Keselowski is on pit road. Denny Hamlin going to stay out another lap. Looks like Eric Jones, one of the lap cars up here, is going to hit the pits as well. Byron is on the pit lane. Schneider overdrove the corner. In doing that, he almost got into Justin Haley. Didn't give him a ton of room. It's a moment of truth to see where Schneider's exactly going to cycle. A lot of cars getting on the pit road. They're 2 by 2 over there. Good news is Schneider's back on the lead lap. Keselowski's still trying to get up to speed. In the turn 3 and 4 up there. Schneider was about 7 seconds behind him. It looks like he's going to be about 7 to 7.5 seconds behind him again. Doesn't look like he gained or really lost any time. The race leader, at least, gains time on Ryan Newman. Must have had a slow start because Denny Hamlin even cycled ahead of Newman, and Hamlin was behind Newman before the stops. Schneider cycles ahead of Hamlin, and now Schneider's up to second place. So Brad Keselowski just must have had a super solid pit stop, because Schneider was able to cycle to second when he still lost time on the leader. 47 to go. You got to hang on to this track position now. We've only had 2 cautions per incident today. We have had only 3 races where we've had more than 4 this season, so definitely going to have to hold on, because you never know what's going to happen. Almost definitely got a little bit fresher tires. Glenn Boyer's got a full head of steam. He gets to the outside of Denny Hamlin for 3rd place, getting into turns 1 and 2. Five laps at Las Vegas does make a difference in tires. We got the advantage to get the second, but then he's got to fend these guys off now. He wasn't 5th before the pit stops. Boyer with the run up high. Only had about a half a car on Schneider. A little loose on the bottom. He's trying to hold on to the 11. Oh, Hamlin gets into him. Allows Boyer to sneak through to second. lap traffic. Oh, Boyer got held up big time into the corner. And Hamlin up the middle. Schneider had nowhere to go with Nemechek there. Oh, and Hamlin into the back of Joey Gase. Boyer survives, holds on to second again. Schneider back to third after Hamlin got in the back of the 51. Boyer held up now behind Austin Dillon. 43 laps to go. Schneider dive bombs it into 1 and 2. Slides. He's going to clear both Boyer and the lap car of Austin Dillon, and he's back to second place again. And Hamlin's all over the back of the 14. Great battle for second going on, even though the leader is way out ahead. 10.5 seconds. Keselowski is ahead of the rest of the pack behind him. Hamlin uses Busher as the lap car to pick his way around Boyer for third. The controller battery will make it to the end of the race, no problem. I'm not worried about it. The race is going to be over in about 20 minutes. They're trying to block Denny Hamlin off turn 2, down the back straightaway. Hamlin gets a run into 3. Schneider takes the line away. Stay away from the 34 of McDowell, make sure he wasn't going to get side drafted anyway there. Allow Hamlin to get underneath him. I think if we do get another caution, Schneider pits, he's going to put the adjustments back to the way they were, because I don't think the car is as fast as what it was before. Even the lap times are like 3 to 5/10 of a second slower. Contact with Denny Hamlin. And he falls back to 4th, Boyer to 3rd. Schneider somehow hangs on to 2nd again. The 14 car's got a massive run through 3 and 4. Schneider gonna block off turn 4 up high, and he's still clear. 38 laps to go. Caution is out with 38 laps left. Only our third of the day and our first of the final stage. And Schneider's going to pit. He'll top off on fuel while he's at it. Might as well. Free pass to Eric Jones. He's going to pit for tires back in the 12th position. He will have to restart at the rear of the field. Schneider's going to bump those adjustments back down to the way they were. So he's going to go down 2 pounds on the right side and down 1 pound on the left side. Just went the wrong way with the adjustments. He doesn't want to go completely down on the air pressure. Not want to risk it here. He will have pressure tires. So we'll see what that'll do.
Coming to the green, driver.
This is going to be crazy. They'll restart 11. About 10 lap pressure tires on the rest of the field. Green flag back in the air. We'll see what Eric Jones can do. He's having to come from the rear, but he's got pressure tires as well. Imagine Eric Jones stealing one late. Now trying to block Schneider. Got around Truex quickly. Now we'll get around BJ McLeod should. And clears him off 4. Needs 2 spots on the restart. A lot of 2x2 traffic ahead of him. 33 more laps. So they're up to speed here at Vegas.
Still
3 wide into 3 underneath Blaney and Logano. Side by side for the lead between Hamlin and Keselowski. Track position's going to mean a lot, but the leaders are side by side like they are right now. That is going to help. And drives it under Bowman for 5th. Quite sidetracked. In fact, Logano kind of sidetracked with the right rear corner panel of the 99. A little contact with Joey getting into turn 1. Slide job. Schneider not gonna clear Bowman yet.
Still there. Got one outside now.
Trying to pull back the left rear of the 88 before sending it into 3. Clear high off turn 4. Hamlin is leading. Keselowski back to the bottom. 31 to go at Vegas. Keselowski clear off turn 2. Now he goes high. Hamlin blocks Newman aggressively to the bottom, while simultaneously trying to get back underneath the 2 of Keselowski. He's there, and they're side by side for the lead. What a crossover by Denny Hamlin. 30 to go. Brad with a block into 1. Hamlin back down to the bottom. Newman to the middle, just trying to find clean air. Schneider gives Boyer a huge shot. Contact between Keselowski and Hamlin off turn 2. Teamwork with the 14 and the 99 allowed Boyer to get the 3rd. Schneider still trying to pass Newman for 4th. We'll see if Schneider's going to fade on the long run again when the tires start to even out after these first 10 to 20 laps. Sends it underneath Boyer. He knows he's got to go quick in case that happens. There's Eric Jones right now. Hamlin, can he clear Keselowski? Yes, he does. Shuts the door off turn 4. Oh, Schneider just about turned Newman. Newman is gonna go around. Back up the track. Go hard into Blaney. Bowman piles in as well. Huge crash. A huge crash back in the pack. After Schneider got into Ryan Newman, causing our 4th caution of the night. A very late block in the tri-oval, and that was a very unfortunate circumstance there for Schneider. That's going to bunch Jones back up with the pack now, and actually Joey Logano's going to pit as well. And he's going to have about 15 lap pressure tires, and he's going to have the freshest tires in the field. That was not a caution Schneider wanted to give a guy like Logano or anybody else really that opportunity. Green flag back in the air. Schneider on the outside again for the restart as well. Oh man, and he spun the tires. He did not take off well. Good restart for Byron. Looks like Jones has a lot of damage after that accident as well. Looks like it at least. Must have stacked up way back in the pack then. Or he got through the field that quickly. That's possible too. 24 laps to go. Boyer to the inside of Hamlin for the lead. Schneider's trying to get around Byron. Byron keeps pinning him down the racetrack right now. 23 to go, but is this the final restart? Schneider sends it into 1 and 2. He gets by Byron. Keselowski back to 3rd. Trying to get the run off the high side. Where is Joey Logano in this mess? He might be the one to beat on the freshest tires right now. He's kind of struggling on the restart back in traffic, but he's still got enough laps to get up here, especially if these leaders continue to battle hard and race for the win. Right now, the top three are all winless. The win would punch their ticket into the playoffs. We'll be halfway through the regular season when the checkered flag flies here in the next 20 laps. 21 to be exact once we get back to the start-finish line this time by. These guys should catch lap traffic before the end of the race. They're having to restart on the outside. That really hurt him. It was not a caution he needed, and he spun the tires on top of it, which didn't help. Tires maybe evened out at this point, too. He ran a good 10-15 laps. A really good run off turn 2. He's going to get to the inside of Keselowski into the corner. Oh, his line taken away, though, with Hamlin and Boyer on the bottom in front of him. Keselowski had a little bit of clean air. A lot of it actually running to the top there. Schneider tried to side jack him, but it was a little too late. Schneider again just moves up the track. Problem is, with the two on the top, the cars in front on the bottom really got nowhere to run. We tried that middle lane, but not a fan of it. Boyer now up high. Keselowski was gaining a little ground. Hamlin down low. Logano up to 8th already. Actually, he's up to 7th. Or he's on the outside of Blaney for 7th. Schneider and Keselowski are just hoping that Denny Hamlin can get underneath the 14. They could really start to race it out. Schneider had a really good corner through 1 and 2, and he gains ground on Keselowski. And Hamlin, for a brief moment, got inside the 14. Just couldn't quite side draft him enough, and now Boyer going to throw the block, and every car goes to the bottom. Keselowski moved up the track. He got tight. Schneider underneath. He side drafted the 2. Brad getting a little tight up the track with the 11 and the 14 in front of him on the bottom. Allowed Schneider to make the passes. He was able to stick Schneider to 3rd, and now they're side by side for the lead again. Hamlin underneath Boyer. Schneider takes the dive. Oh, he gets into the back of Hamlin. Hamlin sideways. He walks up the racetrack. That just stalled the run out for the 99, and here comes Keselowski.
Got one outside now.
That was not good for Schneider. He just lost his spot. Getting into the back of Hamlin. He overdrove the corner. Slide job to get back in front of the 2 as he's all over the 14 trying to side draft him. That allows Hamlin to get to the lead. Schneider slides up into the wall off turn 2. He's digging maybe just a little too hard. Gotta be careful. All this contact's only gonna wear the tires out a little more. Sends it into 1 and 2. He is giving it all she's got. Hamlin with a block. Boyer tries to cross over to the outside. Schneider again, gonna get underneath the 14. Now still back there in, I believe, 7th place. He's going to be able to make the move on Hamlin, if anybody at all. Boyer had to run off the top. He's looking. Again, he'll go to the top into 3 and 4. Not all the way near the wall that time. More like the middle lane. Hamlin went to the bottom. So did Schneider and Keselowski. Ready to go. Or sorry, 13 to go, rather. 13 laps left. Schneider all the way down on that painted white line. Can he clear the 14? Not quite. And Boyer side drafted Schneider quite a bit off turn 2. That pulled him back a ton. Schneider tried to get away from him, but he didn't get away from him quick enough. Man, Boyer gets the pull to hang on to second. Boyer down to the bottom, trying to find a gap underneath the 11. He just can't do it. They're trying to draft off Boyer. Trying to swing as wide as he can before arcing it into 3. $11 to go, side by side for the lead again. Boyer and Hamlin into turns 1 and 2. Boyer is clear off of turn 2 for the lead. Schneider underneath the 11. Trying to side draft. Now Boyer goes high. Hamlin in the middle. Schneider to the bottom. Boyer's gonna hold clear. He's gonna get a good run off turn 4. They were side by side behind him. Schneider gets held up. Now Keselowski's going to get back to the outside again. Hamlin to the bottom into 1 and 2. Schneider fends off Keselowski. Hamlin not close enough to get underneath the 14 car, though. Well, I thought he was, and he actually got a lot closer than I thought he was going to. Boyer sees that. Schneider slits up a little bit. Now just has to fend off Keselowski off turn 4. Hamlin can't quite get back underneath Boyer. 9 laps to go. And these guys are approaching lap traffic here in a couple laps. Logano, meanwhile, is up to 5th. On the freshest tires in the field right now is Joey Logano. He was the only car that pitted during the last caution. And a restart with 23 to go. Hamlin, Boyer, side by side off turn 4. 8 laps to go at the line. Hamlin with an aggressive block as he fends off Boyer. Schneider got a little tight. He couldn't get to the bottom with the 2 cars in the lead in front of him. Running down there. He's losing ground. But the lap traffic is side by side in front of the leaders. Hamlin going to try to go up the middle. He's going to try to go 3 wide. Boyer's going to go to the top. Keselowski gets to the inside of Schneider. Oh no, Schneider got held up behind Boyer. Keselowski's to second place now. Hamlin blocks the 14, leaving the bottom open for the 2. And now Boyer's clear up high. Schneider gets into the back of Keselowski. Boyer's going to get to the lead off of turn 2. Schneider to second. Everybody's getting clogged up back there. And can Logano get through first? Not quite. It looks like Newman's going to get up to third. Where did he come from? Logano's in 4th, though, right behind him. Schneider's about a half a second behind Boyer. Got to get through the lap traffic better. He's going to have to make these moves quick before Logano has a shot. Boyer just zips by the lap traffic on the outside. 5 laps to go at Vegas. Clint Boyer has a shot to the playoffs on the line. He came in right on the bubble. Side by side lap traffic right in front of him through 1 and 2. He's got nowhere to go. Schneider's got a big run down the back straightaway. Schneider's going to go for the lead into 3. And he is going to get there, clear off of turn 4. And now the 99 car is out in front with 4 to go. And he's got to block the 14. 2 more lap cars, and that might be it for the lap traffic the rest of the race. Logano still trying to get there for 3rd place back there. And now Schneider's just got to mimic the line of Clint Boyer as much as he can. Really try to drive out of that rear view mirror. And he's going to have to get through these 2 lap cars up here pretty good as well. Finch and McQuinhoff will be the 2 lap cars. 3 to go. He's got a big run on the 49. We'll get down low. Quinhoff up high, Schneider clear. Half is going to hold up Boyer. Hamlin is in 3rd. About a second off the lead and closing fast on the 14 for 2nd place. Boyer to the middle now into 3 and 4. Hamlin stuck down low behind the 49 and can't get underneath until off the exit of 4. 2 to go at the line. Does Boyer have a shot to get to Schneider? Schneider's got a little fresher tires, but they probably even out at this point. They're going to try to break this draft down the back straightaway. He wants Boyer to have no shot at him. Boyer up high. Gano's now fell back to 5th in the lap traffic. Schneider might catch these next 2 lap cars. It's the final lap of the race. Boyer trying to close. He again goes to the outside through 1 and 2. Schneider to the bottom. He's got Bell and Balicki right in front of him. He'll make the move to the bottom, 3 wide. Awkward angle into the corner, but Boyer's far enough back it should work. And now Boyer's got to get around him. It's going to be too late. Keegan Schneider is going to win on a late race pass. His first win on a 1.5 miles this year. Career win number 15 and his 10th of the season. Schneider's a winner at Las Vegas. He won the playoff race here last season. And finally gets over the hump on these 1.5 miles in Season 2 of the Cup Series on the Heat 5 career mode. Winner of the Pennzoil 400. And it just doesn't seem like anything could beat this 99 team. Took a while after the restart to get to the lead. It took getting through the lap traffic just a little bit better like it did back in Stage 1, but Schneider is going to get the victory once again. Unbelievable. Your 2 stage winners finished 1st and 2nd. Schneider won Stage 1, won the race. Boyer won Stage 2, finished 2nd in the race. Denny Hamlin 3rd, Ryan Newman 4th. Logano came up to 5th and got as high as 3rd on those fresher tires, but lap traffic did him in, lost him a couple spots in those last few laps. William Byron finishes 6th, Keselowski 7th, Ryan Blaney 8th, 9th was Truex, and Alex Bowman will round out the top 10. And that massive lead for the regular season standings continues to grow. Unbelievable there. But, man, what another good race on a 1.5 miles we've had this season. I'd say Kansas was a little bit better of a finish. I'd say from start to finish, this race was a tad bit better than Kansas, though. Still really, really good racing all throughout here in this 400-mile event tonight. And there is the trophy for winning the Pennzoil 400. And 10 wins in the first 13 races. We're going for Petty's record. Can we get 28 in a single season to break Petty's 27 race winning season? I don't know. We still got to go on this massive run, but to win back-to-back races again, we're inching our way there. Slowly but surely. We'll put up a fight. The sad part is with this championship format is we could have the record going into the final race of the season, and with Talladega being the championship 4, we still might not win the championship. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I was the one that put Talladega as a championship 4 race, but still. I wanted the drama and the excitement on that final stream of NASCAR Heat 5. Schneider had the fastest lap. Hamlin was the one who led the most laps today, actually. 86 of the 267 laps led for him. Like, share, and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. Tomorrow night we will definitely have some NASCAR Chase for the Cup 2005 action on the channel. Going to be a Busch Series race at Indianapolis Raceway Park. Start time is going to be anywhere between 8 and 8:30 Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. It's going to be a fairly short race. We'll go 8:30. 8:30 Eastern Standard Time tomorrow will be the race. And it should be a pretty quick one. It's only 200 laps on a short track, so that race will fly by. So you don't want to miss a thing. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Thanks for watching. It was another fun one.